I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. 81.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
That one 28 yards on the ground. The slot man in motion right. They run again with a J. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Smith will come in motion right. Now it's a J. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check.
Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tight end right. These 2. Alert. 3 down.
These 2.
Check it out.
30.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And, Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 60 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you've got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. All right, here we go. Black 20. Hurry up. Let's go. Double. Switch. Alert, alert.
And the play clock's running down. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. We got right coming, Bill, watch out, watch out. Here we go. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
On second down, it's Bell. And some space here. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And the Steelers set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Focus. Double tight.
All right, here we go. Blue 30.
We got three, fellas.
Jack
We got
16.
three.
4 down.
Go. Watch 7. Watch 7.
Heat, these-
Watch 7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hit you all day, baby.
Jack 16.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25.
3 down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back.
50.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ricky.
Set.
95, Mike. Watch 95.
Middle.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards.
Okay, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got four down. Let's go.
Hey, kill. There we go. Black man. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill. What's your son?
Bring it. Check three.
On first down, Wentz. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell sheds him off. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Low bell. 30. 50.
Whip.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Check 37.
On third down, it's Bell, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Double.
Check 25. Check 25. 58's the mic. 55.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert. Easy.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Right over there. Right
Black
over there.
80.
Mike, 15.
Jack 16.
Right there.
Set.
Watch the car.
Easy.
Check safety. Check safety.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Two times.
Focus. Set. Black 5.
Guys, check me out. We got 3.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Set. Black 20.
On third down, that's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Set.
3 down.
Hurry up. Alert.
Watch twist. Shift.
Easy.
Check 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely eligible.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Strong right. Strong right.
And the wide out in motion. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Bryant has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Like 80. Corner.
Check. Fresno.
180. Heat these two.
Check nickel.
Middle.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So another 4th down upcoming, and they're 2 for 2 already on 4th down on this drive. I think they're going to go for it again.
Seems to be their MO, doesn't it?
It certainly does. As far as this drive is concerned, they're definitely locked in and trying to pick up 4th downs.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, check. 3 down.
These two.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a pickup of 7. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
These two.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Room here to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Strong left. Strong left.
Here, sit down, Brown.
Silver. Silver.
There we go. Back. Hey, Lou.
Check. Check. Check.
Hey, kill. What's this son?
Check 24. Check 24.
Liz.
Joker. Watch out.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill. Hold on.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Check.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, Sunday. 180. Hey, Ram.
Shut.
20.
Sponge.
Ram.
Sponge. No. Check 13.
Kill. Ram.
Be good. Hatchet. Motion.
81.
Motion, man.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
36.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Single.
Hey, Lou.
Check 43.
Slot man moves right.
Alert flare.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Here we go.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game?
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 35 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Switch on.
Watch the safety creep.
The slot man in motion right.
Gotta get moving, man. Man, move.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Watch the twist. Slam.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Crunch. Watch the edge.
Go. Lion.
Check.
Slot man moves right. Wentz will try again on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Burton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 64 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Ram. Here we go. 120. Nice.
Check out read.
81.
Bang.
In motion left is Jeffrey. Wentz to throw on second down.
Go.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Kill. Lion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard.
Here we go, back man. Blue 80!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Two times. Go. Blue 80,
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
180! Here we go. 120!
Watch the
Fort
shit.
Tokyo!
Slam. Switch.
In motion left goes Smith.
Check 99.
Wins to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton, 37 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20,